Episode 12, Autonomy of a Murder. Guess what, guys? We found out who the killer is, and it's Clifford Blossom. I'm not going to focus on that of this episode because I think as the series went on, everything they were talking about with it being FP made it too obvious it wasn't going to be him, and it kind of destroyed the show for me a little bit. I thought this was a good episode. I was on the edge of my seat trying to figure out what was happening, but I just didn't care. I don't know. This is what happened to me at the end of Black Sails too. When I watched the end of Black Sails, I was like, I wanted something else to happen. It didn't happen. And I feel like this episode just reminds me of that kind of disappointment where it's not what I was expecting. It's still good. I just wanted something else from it. Really good episode though. I will say that. I liked everybody in this episode. It just didn't go in ways I didn't want to. Clifford Blossom killed Jason. We don't really find out why. He was supposed to run the maple syrup business, but he doesn't like maple syrup, so he wanted to leave with Polly. He gets tied up by the Southside Serpents. Clifford kills him. FP has to move the body, so they think FP killed him. FP's arrested. I love Skeet in this episode. Skeet in this episode made it for me because he was just so fun. I love this guy, and he really did some great acting in here, trying to act like he wasn't broken with everything happening with Jughead, but he did a great job of portraying his emotions and just letting out the tears. This episode, I swear to God, everybody cried once, right? I think maybe Fred was the one who didn't, and it was good. That was funny. I don't know why I said that was funny, but no, it was fine. It was great. And Cole Sprouse, this kid has come a long way since his Disney Channel days. I'm telling you, everything with him in this episode, I just fell in love with all of his scenes. When he was on the phone talking to his mother and he's holding back because she doesn't want him there, I was like, damn, that is intense. And when he goes to talk to his father and he lets everything out, but in the next scene you can see him, he's like acting normal again. It's like, that's incredible acting. And sure, there was maybe a few things there that maybe he was kind of just overacting a bit. That could be said about his character there, but no, Cole Sprouse, this kid's doing great for himself. I'm super, super impressed with how much I like Jughead in the series, because I feel like he's the realest character. I've been in high school. I'm not looking for a kid that was murdered. I'm going to get on with my life. I don't care if it's connected to my family. That's what the police do. And that kind of bothered me about this episode too. Veronica and Archie and Betty were so interested in finding out who this killer was. Why? Why do you care so much? I get it, Veronica. Maybe your dad did something illegal, but he's in jail for God's sakes. You already know he did something illegal. Like, what does it matter? Move on with your life. It's just the Joneses, they did so good in this episode, and I liked Archie too. Archie was fine. We do see some little chemistry going on of him and Veronica, and they're holding hands, and then we get a quick shot of the next scene, and they're both eating some yogurt, so they move their hands really fast. So, that's cool. Like, cool, guys. Great editing. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just a little thing I noticed. A little quick on the editing draw there. They're eating yogurt again. That's cool. Kevin was in this episode too. Kevin did shit. That was awesome. I liked seeing Kevin doing stuff. And Joaquin actually playing a crucial part in the story. That's fun. Joaquin's a cool character. Do more of him. So he's going, where's he going? To like Junipero? I think I saw that on the bus. But he says, I know where Jason's jacket is. Kevin's being useful. Good old Kevin being more than just the gay guy. Cool. They find a dead Southside Serpent who OD'd, which is a really convenient thing where we don't have to have another character testify for his side of the story. Very convenient. And it was still good, I guess. I'm so glad Hermione wasn't caught up in all of it. Sure, she was there at the time. He's like, yes, my husband did some dealing with the Southside Serpents, but I'm a huge fan of Hermione. I don't want her to get involved in any of the bullshit going on around everyone else. I like her being where she is doing her own thing. End of the episode, we find out Big Daddy Hiram's coming to Riverdale. That's cool. Did they cast him yet? I think I saw somewhere that they cast a guy. I can't remember who the guy was, though, so I will not talk about him. Molly Ringwald was here. She's a lawyer. I didn't know she was a lawyer. Fred says to Archie, maybe you should go to Chicago. I just want you to be safe. But he doesn't, because it's not Riverdale without Archie. But it is without Reggie, apparently. And I know the guy's got other commitments. But where the fuck is Josie? Where is Josie? We get Mayor McCoy. Where's Josie? I've been waiting so long to see Josie come back again. Where are the pussycats, man? Oh, man. Clifford hung himself. That was cool. It was a good episode. It was a good episode. But I just feel like I don't care about this show anymore. It gave me everything I needed out of it. I liked everything going up to this point. The characters felt real. Jughead was incredible. The actors, the parents, everything felt like a fleshed out world. I don't need to see anything else going on here. This gave me closure. I want to see what happens next. I don't know if I need to see a season 2 of this show. This is a great miniseries. If they stopped it there, but they're going to drag it on and on. This is a lot like Pretty Little Liars. I really loved the first season of Pretty Little Liars. Come the next couple of seasons, they kept trying to make the story more integral to the beginning of the first season, and too much stuff was going on where it just fell flat, and it's not as good as it used to be. I don't want to see Riverdale go down this path. We know who killed Jason. The guy who killed Jason hung himself. Story closed. Archie's not going to Chicago. Story closed. Jughead's dad's still in jail. Story closed. Jughead's gonna get his life back together. Story closed. The Coopers are together. Oh yeah, that brings me to another thing. Why the fuck were they incestuous? What? What a random thing to spew. Like, yeah, my great-grandfather, the one that the Blossom killed, he was a Blossom. Like, why did the Coopers become... What? That's such a weird thing. That's such not an important part to the character, man. It just made no sense to me. Like, why do we have to have this weird incest thing going on for Polly's kids? For, like, the third cousins? And I just love that Clifford's like, well, they're not technically brother and sister. They're like, what, third cousins? Like, that's still weird, dude. Why'd that have to happen? Can't we just have, like, normal people living their life and doing shit? Like, why do they have to be related? Not everything has to be connected, dog. Yeah, man. I got closure. I got closure. I'm just going to keep ranting for a bit. What else happened in this episode I can rant about? We talked about Joaquin already. Betty did stuff. I liked seeing Hal kind of confessing that he took the papers because of the incest. Oh, man. What a weird thing to throw in there. This is such a terrible review. I don't even give a shit anymore. I'll definitely review the next episode. I definitely will review the next episode, but I don't know if I'll do season 2. I really want Josie, man. I love Josie. She's such a cool character. Really fun. And where can this show go now? Like, it told its story. I know they're like, Jughead's gonna tell another book and a story, but like, what? Are we gonna talk about Mr. Lodge? I don't care, man. There's just so much that happened in this episode that gave it closure. I don't even know why we need another episode after this. I guess we want to tie up loose ends, make everyone happy again, see Archie sing one last time. Let's get that closure, man. Let's get that closure so in season 2 we can have more shit going on. But no, Clifford Blossom hung himself and he killed Jason. The other Blossom redhead ladies, they're gonna be fine. Polly's back with the Coopers. It's all closed up. Hermione wasn't involved. Everything is fine. I'm so over it. God, that sounds so bad because I know this show is gonna do the CW thing where it just keeps going and going and going because it's so popular. It peaked too early. This show peaked too early. This happened before. We look at Dexter, The Walking Dead, shows like that got so critically acclaimed in its first season, the first couple seasons, and they couldn't live up to the hype of those first couple of seasons going later on in the story. I'm over Riverdale. I just don't care anymore. Jughead, Cole Sprouse, do something other than this, man. You got the ladies back into your life, man. You got them. Go be a great actor again. What a shit review, man. What a shit review. It was a good episode. Good episode. High five. Let me know what you thought of the episode. I'll catch you in the next one, and let's see what happens. Good luck.